Hey, great people. How you doing? I hope this video finds you very well. It's the most important thing. The wind is nice. It's hot. It's sunny though, at least. I have been wearing for the last 4 hours Parfums Vintage Pineapple Vintage Intense. My old bottle that I'm really happy to have. It's my only Adventus type of fragrance now, but it really doesn't, to me, it doesn't smell anything like Adventus. I mean, Adventus smells great, but Parfums Vintage Pineapple Vintage Intense does. It's more mossy, earthy, but it's very fresh. It's kind of even more kind of peekaboo than Adventus is, and I enjoy it. It's good in the hot weather, any occasion. It's my ragged look. But before I left the house, I'm leaving a big trail too with this, just a little bit of Pineapple Vintage. Before I got out of the house though, I got some samples in the mail from a friend, and I got a bunch of them, but I couldn't wait to smell Ambre Sultan from SERGE for the first time, right? The Mitza comparison, the Dior Privé Mitza, and the initial release of that similar smell by SERGE Lutens in 1993. Mitza came out in, I think, 2010. And shit, yeah, they do smell alike. And it's only a first sniff, and it's only on my wrist here. So anybody watching me walk, I'm constantly smelling my wrist. And that first sniff, it always changes. A week later, and then you have to wear them, right? So take this with a lot of salt. But I just wore Mitza to sleep the other night, one night or 2 nights ago. And it lasts all the way to the next day. Not many fragrances do that. And I'm pretty familiar with Mitza by now, after more than a year, or close to 2 years. One thing I think I can come to conclusion here in this video, right? I always want to come to some kind of a point. Dior copied, and this is mainly for the SERGE crew. There's a big SERGE gang out there, and I love them all. What I notice about the SERGE gang, the SERGE crew, as I call them, they don't speak that loudly. You know, they let their bottles do the talking, and they're kind of shy. They don't boast, and yeah, it's like a secret club, and I can name a bunch of them off. Sorry if I leave some out, but I know. Let's see. Taffy J is, I think she's like the leader, the ringleader of the SERGE crew, and Germs is a quiet member, and Paroli, I think, is a recent inductee. Jonathan definitely is a SERGE crew member. And whether he knew it or not, Richard Mitchard, the Duck, is a Serge fanatic. So he might agree with me when I say that Dior and Francois Demachy cloned or copied Christopher Sheldrake, maker of Coromandel, big time. Christopher Sheldrake's Ambre Sultan, which I have a spray of. I'm never gonna be able to come to a full review or a full comparison of the two unless I get a bottle of the Serge. But I'm really happy that I finally got to smell it. So kudos to all of you in the Serge gang. I think you guys deserve some mention because you guys are, it's like a cult, right? But you don't really boast about it. And a lot of you guys have lots. I know I'm missing somebody. Fosco's in there. I think he's in the crew. I'm sure people are smelling me with this pineapple vintage and a spritz of Ambre Sultan. Is like, what? Look at that guy. You know, I don't know if I could distinguish the two right now because I don't, unless I really get to know Ambre Sultan. But that's what I'm sniffing on my wrist. And if I see some likely candidates, ones that spark my interest, I'll ask them their opinion live on camera. A big canal from the mountains feeds into the canal here. See that over there? And it washes in. So it's as balsamic. I like to describe it as balsamic. Even more maybe balsamic than Mitza. Honey, you know, I'm expecting it to be a lot more smoky, and I'm not getting that. In fact, I'm getting, on this initial, less incense than Mitza. I'm getting I should be getting the honey, the sweet honey, and then incense like I do in Mitza, and I'm not getting it. So. I just want to document this down on paper as I'm wearing this test spray of Ambre Sultan for the first time. So
this is all the wine. We don't go in there.
Thanks for sticking with me. Mitza also has great performance. This has got legs and longevity. I'm sure it has great sillage, projection. I thought it was going to be more smoky. I thought it was going to be significantly different, and maybe it will be, but it's really close. So Dior definitely copied Serge Lutens on this one because they smell very much alike, and that can't be debated. 1993 for this Ambre Sultan, and then Dior Privé 2010. So, thoughts, chime in below. Maybe I'll upload this to the Bobby free channel. Otherwise, this is going on to the paid. Buy me a free Red Baron's Frozen Pizza patron side. So, cheers to everyone in the SERGE crew. Respect. Let's see, John, Paroli, Taffy, Fosco, Duck, Germs. I know there's one other member, but hardcore SERGE collector. Who is it? It's not Eugene. If I think of it, I'll put it in the description. Talk to you later. Hope you're well.